Hello everyone, welcome back to some more Bridge, the 2-day Survivor event. Is it the Weekend Survivor, I guess BBO calls it, since it's the weekend. So if I remember, and if I do well enough, I guess, I'll be playing in this tomorrow as well. So this is a 12-board event usually? No, just 8. Okay. I don't remember how these events work. This is just an 8-board Just Declare event. And if we make it, we qualify to tomorrow when I think maybe we play Real Bridge? I don't remember. Anyway, we're in 6 hearts apparently. Relatively uninformative auction, but it looks like I don't need to know very much to play this hand correctly, right? We only have to worry about heart losers. I mean, you just run the Queen of Hearts, right? Could that possibly fail? What if West had King 10? What if West had all 4? So if East has all 4, you're fine. Run the Queen, it loses. But then you can lead through the 10. If West has all 4, Queen, King, Ace, but now the 10-8 are sitting over... Well, the 10-8X are sitting over your Jack 9X. So the only way you could make it then would be by end playing West. And it would be unlikely to end play West, but I guess you might as well try it. Anyway, the point is, you can handle anything but a 4-0 split with West by leading the Queen. And if it goes Queen holds, you have a guess about how to continue the suit, I guess. Okay. Well, we also have a guess here, I suppose. Right? Do you play low to the Jack or low to the 9? We certainly play low first, so in case, might as well not waste time. If East is going to play the 10 or small, we might as well find out and stop wasting time. Okay, I claim. Easy enough. There was a potential diamond loser, of course, if the suit had been 4-1, but we were pitching it on a club, in case that wasn't obvious. Two no trump. Unopposed auction again. This time it's a little more informative because the opponents actually have some points. So the fact that they didn't bid could tell us something. This is not necessarily the best spot to be in. I'm pretty sure you play the Jack from Dummy Trick 1, right? Because, playing low, the idea would be if West has the 10 and the 9. Let's say West had, I don't know, Honor 10-9X. That would be where you would hope to succeed by playing low, right? East has to play one of his 2 honors, and then you can lead up to the Jack the next round. Or, well, you wouldn't lead spades, but when they lead spades, the Jack would be a stopper. But if East has the 10 or 9, that doesn't work. If East has both honors, that doesn't work. So you need West to have honor 10-9X. Well, yeah. And from that holding, West just wouldn't lead the 3. So it's just never going to work to play low. You might as well play the Jack. I mean, I guess technically if East had King 9, he might be afraid to play just the 9, but I don't think so. So we play the Jack. Probably it doesn't win, but if it does, wouldn't that be nice? Hey, nice. That is nice. Okay. I'm much more optimistic than I was mere seconds ago about how this hand is going. Because the Jack is not super likely to work either. It requires West to have the King and Queen. But that's something that's actually possible, unlike having Honor 10-9. So we want to attack clubs, presumably. I'd like, if possible, to lose tricks to East instead of West, because I want it to be harder for the opponents to lead diamonds. But I don't think I want to play a heart to the king and then lead clubs from the south hand. That I don't think I want it that badly to blow my king of hearts. I don't think it really matters who I lose tricks to. And finessing east for the club is more likely to pay off. Just less awkward. Because I can't really cash the ace before finessing west. I'd have to lead the 10 and then low to the jack. If I wanted to pick up queen fourth. Anyway, okay. This works too. And east had 4. Now that's interesting. Do we go after hearts here? It's likely to succeed. Well, I don't know about that. West is short in clubs, and therefore, on average, will be long in hearts. But West has voluntarily pitched a heart here, which would be a little bit weird to do, holding like queen fourth or something. Could be queen fifth, I guess, but then why would you lead spades? I mean, I guess if East wins a heart, there's a serious chance they'll continue. They'll like return a spade, which would be great. Losing a heart is only dangerous if they can win a diamond. If they find the diamond switch, but like if they do find the diamond switch, well, let's back up. At the moment, we can cash out for 9 tricks, right? We'll just lose 4, 3 diamonds and a heart. If we lose a heart to them, they can take at least 5 tricks, right? A heart and 4 diamonds. Well, I guess if East has the ace and king of diamonds, that won't be the case, but I don't think that's very likely because that would give East the queen of clubs and the queen of hearts and the ace king of diamonds, which is enough that East probably would have opened, and they didn't. So if you lose a heart, they can... like it is costly to lose a heart finesse. This isn't free. Obviously, you can cash clubs first, but you have to find pitches from dummy, which is not so easy. If you pitch spades, you kind of... well, I don't know. Maybe that's fine. Let's do that. Why not? Okay, so East has also pitched a heart. Strange. Do I need to take risks here, or am I already so far ahead of the field that I shouldn't blow it? I got the spades right, which I'm sure a lot of the BBO field will just carelessly play low from dummy. I got the clubs right, but that's probably how most of the field would play it, so that's not really in my favor. Like, the thing is, it's... if I'm taking the heart finesse, I shouldn't even cash the king first, because nobody pitched down to a bare queen, and I want the king as a hand re-entry to cash the spade. The opponents have 4 diamonds left. I just don't really believe anyone would have pitched down to the doubleton queen. It seems so weird to pitch from queen third. So I guess I'm gonna cash the ace here, pitching a diamond, and we'll see if the hearts are somehow winners. Yeah, see, I don't know. Like, it's how do you get in the robot's head? Whether West has queen fourth or 3 small, it doesn't really make sense, right? Would West really have been excited as their first pitch to pitch a heart from Queen fourth? Queen 9 fourth? I don't think so. But if West only had 3 small, would East be pitching down to Queen Doubleton for some reason? I don't think so. I think probably the Queen is onside. Like, if I play low, East is going to show out. But I don't think I want to take the risk that I'm wrong there. It would be quite expensive. I would be making 2 instead of 3. I think 3 should be a decent score. Yeah. I don't know why West pitched a heart so early. East did have the ace king of diamonds. Okay, so... I mean, I wouldn't have lost a heart finesse, but it turns out I could have afforded to lose a heart finesse to East. Oh, I don't get to find out until after the event how good this board was for me, huh? Okay. West didn't open and led a short club. Okay. Well, we obviously cover here. Hello? What? Okay. Maybe East has ace third and is just certain that West has Doubleton queen and doesn't want to win the ace before he has to because he wants to like win the ace and then give his partner a ruff. It's possible. Very strange, though. I mean, I don't really need dummies trumps for anything. I think I should play ace and a heart, right? I guess I sort of need re-entries to dummies clubs to pitch my last spade on. But I think just getting as many trumps as possible out of there is probably useful. Right? So they don't get... They can't easily take a club ruff. Now ace in a club? No? Okay, so East ducked to kill dummies clubs, I guess. Fine. Draw the trump? No. This defense is not correct. All right. I claim the rest. I'm overtaking this club. Hand's good. Yeah, so the duck was fine, but at some point when you got in with either your heart or your club, you had to give your partner a club ruff. Or when West got in with the ace of spades, they could have played a heart. There were just a million chances for the defense to deny me a trick, and they didn't take any of them. All right, if we look here at accuracy, it's going to be horrible. Really? Only one error? Really? By East. What? Yeah, says it doesn't matter what you do there. Yeah, don't play the king. Good advice. Here it says anything is fine, which I agree with. I see. I was thinking it would be a full of errors because they numerous times gave up a trick, but no. They had multiple opportunities to stop me from getting a trick, and only the last one is really an error because they always had another chance. I see. That makes sense. Yeah, so it's going to be here. East needed to give West a ruff. Okay, sure. But they had lots of chances. and they needed to take one of them. Well, looks like I need to solve spades. So we're losing 3 minor suit tricks pretty much no matter what, unless they decline to continue diamonds, I guess. Even then, it's not like I can really get rid of these losers. If there are layouts where if I could see through the cards and I could convince the defense, like maybe I could play the queen of diamonds on this trick, for example, and maybe they would get afraid and switch to something, and then later I could pitch dummy's diamond and rough at my last diamond. The problem is, even if they somehow switch away from diamonds, I have to read the cards pretty well. I have to know, like, for example, if I knew that, like, spades were 3-2 and the player with 3 spades also had 3 hearts. No, that, well, I mean, maybe I need them to have 4 hearts. Anyway, it's unlikely. 4 hearts would be pretty bad for me too, now I think about it. I don't know. So I don't... getting rid of these minors is just not very realistic. I'll play low, and I don't know, maybe someday the queen will be an interesting threat card for some squeeze if they really screw things up. You could also, like, lead a club to king, and maybe they won't hop with the ace. The auction should make it pretty clear that I'm short in clubs, though. Well, 2 diamonds doesn't show diamonds, of course. So I don't know. Maybe they don't know that I'm short in. It shows. Wow. It's definitely not the hand I have. I'm surprised they have this meaning in the old database there, because that hand never happens. Okay, showing 12 cards in the majors, sure. Okay. Well, that's why West didn't continue diamonds. He knew I was out. I have 12 cards in the majors. Oh, jeez. These robots, man, they have quite a system going. So I do have a guess in spades, right? It's a lot easier to finesse east for the queen than it is to finesse west. So I probably am not finessing west for it. But I also could play ace and then king, right? If I'm going to get the spades wrong, which is always possible, it would be kind of nice if I got it wrong in a way that doesn't lose a trick immediately. Because then, if the same player... Like, let's say West has queen third. And, you know, ace and then jack was going to be wrong. In that case, if West also has 3 hearts, ace and then king is actually fine. It doesn't drop the queen, but it lets me get rid of dummy's diamond so that I can rough one. So I think, although it's not the best line in spades in isolation, I think ace and then king is probably right here. It's worse in spades by a small but noticeable margin. But it's better in the context of the hand because it leaves me in control to play hearts and pitch a diamond and maybe get rid of a loser that way. Yeah, and it also, yeah, there are times it works out well. That's pretty cool. So we could really go for greed and play on hearts here, pitching dummy's diamond. But if East, who is surely the player with 3 spades, has only 2 hearts or even fewer, then we would be going down. Which is basically like sacrificing all of the equity I've gained so far by getting the spades right. right? Making 4 should be a good result because I don't think the field is getting spades right. So don't jeopardize it by playing for an extra over trick. Right? They say at match points, like every over trick matters is like a rule of thumb, but there are, because the argument is like, oh, because you're playing against, if the other table you're comparing, see, I could have gotten away with it. Well, no, it wouldn't even have helped here, would it? It would have just broken even. I need East to have, or no, because right, Dummy's trump was high. I could have roughed with it, and no, because I have to pitch a diamond and then rough with a high. Okay, so playing on hearts actually only succeeds if East has 4 of them, which is quite unlikely. Anyway, like, yes, over tricks matter if you're playing against people who got as many tricks as you did already. Comparing against someone who's doing worse than you, you don't need another over trick. It just doesn't help. So when you're already ahead, don't risk anything. What is this, 19? King, queen, ace, king, queen, yes. Auction seems fine. I can't really unblock these clubs. So I have one dummy entry, and it's the Jack of Diamonds, which I should use now to avoid blocking the diamonds. What do I use it on? I mean, I could attack hearts or spades. Because I have 5 minor suit tricks, right? Or, I mean, I could just play 4 rounds of diamonds and then a club. Make the opponents lead the majors, but they probably will have range to lead the majors in a way that's favorable to them. So I think I want to attack hearts. Low to the 10 is... Well, I have so few dummy entries. Finessing the Jack doesn't even really help me now that I think of it. So maybe it has to be low to the King of Spades? But at that point, I might as well let the opponents lead, I think. Yeah, I think I'm just going to clear out the diamonds and exit with a club and see what happens. Looks like diamonds might be 5-2. Too bad. I'm still going to clear out the diamonds. West now has a diamond winner that he can cash, but that's life. I probably should have pitched a spade at some point. Yeah, boy, this has not gone very well for me. Well, actually, they finally have to lead a spade. So the third spade ended up being useful. Low to the 10 of hearts wouldn't have worked. Low to the king of spades would have worked, but I didn't. I got the same benefit by not doing it, so... I don't know. Minus 100 should be fine. I don't imagine people are doing worse. Maybe they can find a way to go down too. But I can't imagine anyone doing better than this, right? Maybe if you one-trick one with a diamond and then played a club, you might somehow get lucky and get Dummy's Jack of Clubs, but I don't think so. What are we in? 3 no trump. East passed. West didn't overcall. Or East didn't open. West didn't overcall. You could try the queen here, and West very well might have the king of hearts. In fact, if you put a gun to my head and said I have to guess right now who has the king of hearts, I would say more likely West because, against no trump, you should lead a strong suit. Hence the fact that West has led a heart suggests he's likely to have some strength there. But I don't have to guess now. If West has the king, we can always lead up the queen later, right? And we don't... I mean, we can play a low club to the jack next, right? And East will be on lead, unable to continue hearts. He can put a diamond through, and then we'll be in sort of a, Then unless I hop with the ace, I have to allow West to win a trick. And West could continue hearts, but I don't think any of that's a disaster. So we play a low club here, not the 8. Because if East has a singleton honor, we want to lose the first round to that, then be able to lead the 8 and hold the lead, and then lead up again. If you lead the 8 here, there's no way you're retaining the lead with the 8. So you're just sort of wasting it. Yeah, I think I'm okay putting in the queen here. But I don't have to. I could play the ace. But at some point, they're going to lead diamonds again. I don't think I mind taking this finesse now. Okay. Yeah, it is sort of looking like I maybe should have put in the Queen of Hearts trick 1 because I don't actually have time anymore to lead up to it like I thought I would. Attacking the diamonds did cost me that time. Or them attacking diamonds cost me time. And now I kind of have to try the spade finesse, which is not going to work. Or I could just play the king, plan to go down 1. Because if I finesse, I think I'm probably going down 2. Ugh. Yeah. Well, at least show me that West didn't have the King of Hearts. No, he did. Yeah, I needed to put that queen in trick 1. I thought I was going to have time, but I guess not. The diamonds were more vulnerable than they looked. I also, if I'd put in the ace of diamonds, I think I would have been fine. Right? Because East has to attack diamonds. And East isn't getting in again. Sure. I mean, it says there's a 1 trick difference here. It says I still make it if I play low, but that's because it's planning to get the spades right, I think. Although the entries are awkward, can you get... It's planning to get the hearts right. It's planning to lead up to a heart. Sure. Yeah, but if I hop on the ace, then I attack clubs, they can't actually knock out the diamond stopper, and I can safely take a finesse into West or lead up to the heart, and West can win but can't continue diamonds. Yeah, not great. We're in 3 no trump. We have 3 heart tricks. That's nice. South opened and then nobody bid. It looks important to unblock the diamonds. 3 hearts, 5 diamonds, and a club is 9. Assuming diamonds are not 5-0. We have time to set up a spade. Might conceivably... Well, no. I don't really have enough entries to lead up to King, Queen of Spades twice. Can only do it once. Let's say I put in the jack right now and it wins the trick. Great. That's a dummy entry. Lead a spade to the queen, unblock diamonds, cross in clubs, cash the diamonds, spade to the king, you might say. But there are some problems with that. One is once you've cashed the ace of clubs and you now try leading a second round of spades, the opponents can just jump on the ace and cash some clubs. So, not so great. The other is, if a spade to the king doesn't succeed, like West wins the first spade, then they can switch to a club, knocking out Dummy's entry to the diamonds. Although, how bad would that be, actually? That would maybe be fine. I could duck a round or two and then establish Dummy's long club. But, Like, the problem is that if they attack Dummy's ace of clubs, I can't get to the diamonds very easily. But eventually the nine of clubs should be a winner, right? So maybe I can just afford to lose two clubs and a spade that way. But But if I duck a couple clubs and then they switch to a spade, I guess that's fine. What if I lose a spade and they continue spades? That's fine too. If clubs are 4-1, it's quite bad. But only if... Only if the spades are offside, right? So maybe I can afford to play on spades. I mean, the thing is, suppose I just cash the diamonds first, and then a club. Like, I have 5 diamonds and 3 other tricks. A club and 2 hearts is... No. Club and 3 hearts. Right. That's 9 tricks already. So the goal would be to get a 10th trick by attacking spades. Or possibly an 11th if I were lucky and found the ace onside and somehow didn't have entry problems. But I could also just, if I just cash the diamonds, and then instead of crossing the ace of clubs straight away, I just like lead the king of spades. That's also 10 tricks. I don't know. Like, this also... What if I played the low heart here? Since I'm not able to use Dummy's entry for much anyway right now. I could play low and see if he puts in the queen and then the jack is an entry later. I think I want the entry now. Okay. Alright, so I don't know. I feel as though I spent a lot of effort on nothing, but... Okay, happy to see the ace is offside, 'cause some plan of leading a spade up wouldn't have helped. So now I'm on 2 losers. And there's not really a way to rectify the count for a squeeze, right? Like, I could duck a club, and then if they continue hearts, I could win the club and cash the diamonds, and then the count would be rectified. But they don't have to continue hearts. If I duck a club and they continue spades or clubs, no squeeze. So is there a 2-loser squeeze? Like, none of these squeezes are very likely. But suppose the same player has 5 spades and 4 clubs. That would have to be all of their cards, because we've already seen them having 2 cards in each red suit. But, like, it's possible still. if I played a club to the ace, no, heart, club to the ace, diamonds. Yeah, it's technically true that if East has 4 clubs and 5 spades, or started with those, then the 2 loser squeeze against them would still work. We would be coming down to how many cards? I'm cashing a heart, a club, and 3 diamonds is 5, so there'd be 3 card ending. So, as the squeeze card is led with 4 cards, South has 2 spades and 2 clubs. East has 2 spades and 2 clubs. But what does East pitch? If East pitches a club, we lose a club, win the queen of spades, and then cash the last club. If East pitches a spade, we just cash 2 spades. So there is theoretically a squeeze there with 2 losers. So I guess there's no, I don't know. None of it is likely to work. But I guess it's so unlikely that I'd rather duck a club, even though that breaks up my only legitimate squeeze, because it gives them a slight chance to stumble and give me a squeeze I don't deserve. So let's duck this club, and if they continue hearts... Okay. If they'd continued hearts, maybe we could have had a spade club squeeze where the clubs only had to be 3-2 instead of 4-1. But it didn't happen. No big surprise. And, I mean, I guess we don't know yet whether the other line would have worked, but it looks like no, because West had another spade. Not a surprise. Yeah. I don't think there was anything I could have done differently there that would have made a difference. But, well, I was going to say, let me show you the... What happens if you open it in the hand editor, actually? I don't do that very often. If I edit this... Play? No. Edit. Click play to enter bidding and play. But I don't want to do that. I want to edit the cards. How do I... Oh, I see. Let's say I took away the 4 and 2 of spades. Hello? What? How does this work? Okay, there we go. And the 10 of clubs. And I traded them for some of East's diamonds. And a heart. Like that. Hey, thought I clicked on this. There we go. If we give West the red cards... Yeah. So this is... How do I... To enter bidding and play sequence. Play. Hello? How do I change anything? Start? No. End. Next. This is inscrutable. The window's frozen. I can't click on anything. It crashed the BBO app to click the end button. Yeah. Page unresponsive. Alright, I guess I'll hit refresh, and we're not editing this page after all. Anyway, I had to close the page and reopen it. I just wanted to show you what the layout would have been if East had had 5 spades and 4 clubs, but it was too hard, so we're not going to. Because I assume it's kind of hard to follow when I'm like describing a theoretical squeeze position out loud, I have trouble following that. And seeing it on the page is easier, but I couldn't make that happen. And it was all super unlikely anyway, so whatever. Okay, an actual lively competitive auction this time. We know a lot about the opponent's hands. So counting will be valuable, as usual. 10 points in each hand. East has 15 to 18, so call it 16. Means West has 4? By the way, what an awful auction. Can we stop and appreciate how badly South bid my hand? The double is fine. 4 hearts is like from outer space. It's terrible. There's just no excuse for it. Good news, dummy has 2 more hearts than he might have, and they're the 10 and the 9, so that's nice. But I don't have any fucking tricks, man. Like, if I try roughing spades, I'm using up hearts, which are pretty important. And then eventually they tap me by continuing spades, and we're never roughing the diamonds good. Like, yeah, it's great knowing that the heart finesses will likely work. But even then, I'm taking, like, 9 tricks. 4 clubs, a diamond, and 4 hearts. If I'm very lucky. And if I try to rough a spade, it's pretty much impossible to take 4 heart tricks. Because I can't finesse enough times. What if I tried like a cross rough where I cash 2 of my clubs and take roughs and everything else? Like ace of diamonds, rough immediately. Spade. Something like that. And then when I get in again, I play club, club, rough, 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 rough. I don't think that works very well, but maybe it works better. If we're only getting 2 clubs and a diamond, I would need to score all 7 of my trump to do better than the obvious line, and that's just never going to happen. Is it? I don't think so. It's an interesting idea, though. If East has the ace and queen of hearts, which, East has most of the cards, so that seems likely, then nobody's over-roughing me in diamonds. No one's over-roughing in spades. So maybe I really could rough with all 7 of my trumps and not get over-roughed. Is that possible? Might be. I don't think it's very likely, though. Also, West might overrough the very first diamond if diamonds are 5-1, which is not impossible. I don't think that's a very good idea. I think I just need to try to draw trumps and take my, hopefully, 9 tricks. Queen over here is very bad news. sort of. Yeah, because now I can't even really afford to draw the last trump, or to draw another trump, because they'll start tapping me in spades. Well, as long as hearts are 4-2, it's fine. 4-2 or better, it's fine. So obviously we're going down 2 here because I was planning to go down 1 and then I lost the spade finesse that I planned to not lose. But I don't know that I really could have done a lot better. Yeah, right. Because West having a hard honor means the cross ruff was never going to work either. You're never setting up diamonds. If you duck a spade, they might attack hearts for you, but that doesn't even help. So I don't know. Okay, decent score on that one. Not any really great performance here. If you're below 60 in one of these free day-long events, like, you're not doing that great. It's above average. It qualifies for tomorrow, but I didn't have anything above a single board above 80, which is kind of bad. Obviously, in a real event, like 58 is a fine result, but in a joke event like this, you hope to do better. 5 and 6 were my bad ones, huh? I wonder what people are doing to do better, because I did say I don't expect people to do much better here. Maybe just... I don't know. Yeah, and on this one I did muck it up. Several chances to go right, and I didn't take any of them. Okay. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed, and if I remember, I'll see you tomorrow for the second day of this event. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.